What's your P?
Progress.
Okay, like it. I love it. So protect the progress. So then the progress of your company.
Just to keep going, never stop, never give up.
Okay, tenacity, keep your
Isn't that
progress.
beautiful? I just love it, man.
Make sure like people my age know there's more than the streets.
They should know it's more in the streets. Good.
All my friends, they in the streets. You know,
In Southfield?
I live in Detroit. I go to Southfield.
Oh, I see. Because it's Bradford Academy. Okay.
All my friends, you know, they just go in the street.
I don't know why you would choose to be a street person. I mean, of all the choices, why would you choose? But you know what? I can remember going to a meeting, and perhaps I'll tell the story, or maybe I won't. But I went to a meeting once, and the man said he saw the people who were hanging around the barrels that were on fire, drinking, and he looked at that and said, well, maybe you'll know where I was. This is the conversation. And he's like, and that's what I wanted to do with my life. Now, I was
be drunk around barrels?
Be with the buddies,
the homeless,
around the barrels.
Oh, wow.
That's what he wanted to do. Now, I said to myself, when I was young, I saw people on the bus with their babies. I said, oh, no, I never want to be on the bus with my baby, ever. So then, because that just did not look like a good look to me. So I wasn't going to do it. Now, here it is. I have now, but keep in mind, my daughter and I travel all over the world. And yes, when we are on buses. We on buses. we're on a bus in Istanbul. We were on a bus in Prague. We were on a bus in Mexico. We were on a bus in Egypt. We were on a bus in the United States
that they look at. I don't have a problem riding a bus. I mean, now I have a vehicle, but I don't have a problem with the bus. It's not a look down to me. It's a transportation, and the way people drive, I don't blame it. But it's cheaper than a car. But I have a car, so we got to get our cameras together. So this camera is actually okay. Yeah, that one looks good. This one I got to move over. Okay. Yeah. But when your father told me your story, I just loved it. Who's his father? Oh, wait, just a man. Oh, okay. Who's proud of his son? Now look at it. Can I be in it? Yeah, I think so, because I'm in it. Okay, let me get my live set up. I need notes. You got notes there? 17? You're 17. Bradford Academy. You know, maybe I'll just ask you things. Amazing young man. And you keep a 3.5 grade point average. He is an entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur. So wonderful. Isn't that when his father told me about him, I said, he has got to come on the show. And because very few people impress me. Very few people. But I wanted to be able to have you on Master Ed Parker. You know, that's what they call the young, I don't know if you studied that. So in a lot of your, let's see, none of your current texts, I don't think. Current, what do you think? I think that was a term, what? Term of art when it was the young man of the house. If so, it was the father, and then after that would be master. So that's why I say Master Ed Parker. And I'm just so proud of you. Okay, protect the people, but I don't want you to be blocked. Hi everyone, this is Dr. Wendy Webster Jackson, and we're getting ready to do Protect the P today. Protect the P. I'm so excited. We have a very special guest. Very special. He is a young man who is doing great things. We will see great things from him, and I will let Mr. Parker tell his story. Well, I'm gonna talk first. Well, that's fine. This is my life. Okay, but we're about to start now. Come on. Okay, well, we're there. Don't you want a place to hang it? Yes. Before we go start. Oh, reach. What does it just has to be on you? Okay, well, you know what? That's the microphone. You might not want it on the microphone in case it moves. Okay, here we go. I gotta excuse me. Our assistant is studying to get her second part of her normally she's at Cranbrook. She's in the Horizons Upwards Bounds program. And just put it in there. Just spread it out. Spread what out? This? Yeah, spread it out. See. Okay, there we go. So we'll see part of the show. And let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi there, I'm Dionne Webster Cox, and this is Dr. Wendy Webster Jackson, and today we have Master Edmund Parker, I'm going to call it Ed Parker, but Master Parker here today. This is Protect the P, and we'll be talking about protect the process, protect the product, protect our peace. This young man is phenomenal, and I'm just so excited. So welcome. Let's get started. We've got 2 cameras going on here. We want to make sure we look at both of them as we're going. Okay. But this young man, 17 years old. Can I get the background? Sorry. The background is this. So I have a law office. His father had come in. I don't know anything about that. But I don't know how they started talking about you, young man. And then I said, he does what? It's like he has his own shoe store. And he gets the shoes. So, okay, so there's a lot of things going on, but he gets the shoes and he cleans the shoes and he resells the shoes. He's like, the Balenciagas, and I was like, I don't know about no Balenciaga shoes. He goes, like the Yeezys. I said, I don't know about no damn Yeezy shoes.
I've heard of those.
He said, like the Air Force Ones. Okay, I've heard of Air Force Ones. He said he'll get those and he will buy them. So, he'll buy them and then clean them up and then he'll resell them. He goes to conventions. He goes all over the place. And to me, at 17, but he started this at 14. Mm-hmm. Your father told me that you had a mind for business at a very young age. And I said, he's almost been maybe transmigrated, or maybe he's been reborn. Do you know what I'm saying? He had a chance to come back and do it again. And so say he was here in the future and something happened and he came back and he's like, okay, I know what a great business would be. They want to buy these sneakers, but then they're going to get tired, need some money, and I'll buy them from them, and then I can go back and clean them up and resell them.
I want to hear his story. Okay. So tell us about you, because he goes to Bradford Academy. He's a senior in Bradford Academy, which in Southfield, which is my town, and I'm so proud to hear where he got his thoughts. So where did you start? Is this your first business or had you started previously?
Well, I started off actually my 6th grade year selling ski masks. That's when ski masks started off popping. So Amazon, they were 8 for $25, and I was buying packs of those. I was selling for $10 each. So I was making $80. So that's 80 minus 25. That would be.
You made a profit.
That means $55.
You made a profit. Okay.
I started off 6th grade selling ski masks. Then I started selling shoelaces. Like I would wear white forces, but I would change the white laces to different color laces. And people in my school started buying shoelaces off me. So it started at a young age. And my freshman year of high school is when I started getting to designer clothing. And I didn't want my parents spending, $600 on a t-shirt, $1,000 on some shoes. So I was like, let me just try to sell a pair of shoes. So I had a pair of Alexander McQueen's in my closet, and I just posted them on my story one day for $200, and somebody bought them. And that's when it all started, the 9th grade year.
9th grade year. Okay, so okay, but you still had to think about, you still like the designer clothes and all that. So that was,
he liked high-end things.
I like the high-end things in my life. I started liking high-end things in my 9th grade year. Yeah.
Okay, and so as a result, you found a way that you could, but that didn't take away from your studies or anything like that.
No, it never did. I've always put books over my business. I make sure my grades are good before anything. That's the most important thing. Making my parents happy, coming home with 3.5 every time, that's what makes me happy. And the business just an add-on. Well, after school, I want to be a salesman. I want to sell cars, houses, and shoes. I don't just want to sell shoes. And my backup plan is also being a therapist.
Okay. All right. So what I'm hearing from you, young man, is you are a businessman and probably a multinational, international. He could actually be a wholesaler. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You go to Africa, China, and be the middleman.
He could be the next Alibaba. You could the next Jack Ma.
Yep. So I have people that shop with me all over the world. From Ohio, people drive all the way from Chicago to come to my store and buy 100 pairs off me just to take back to their store. People shop with me from everywhere, Wisconsin, everywhere. I ship maybe 10 packs a day, just out of state, not including the people that come into my store and grab stuff,
That is so, just to have that mindset to me is a one, because everybody doesn't have that mindset and to be thinking about it. So tell me this was just because you didn't want your parents to have to buy the shoes for you? That's how it came about?
That's how it all started. I didn't want my parents digging into their money just to buy me things. I wanted to be able to do stuff on my own.
Now, what's your birthday?
December 12th.
So he's a Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, most Sagittarius that I know are very resourceful and they're very independent. So that's good. Okay, so you got that. You got it naturally. I don't know what I'm not all into that, other than I know that as far as the people that I know who were born under that sign, not that I'm all into it, but they are very
They're just, it just is what it is. But God has blessed you, put a thought in your mind, and then use it.
Wonderful.
So now, what I want to know, because this is protect the P, and you say your P is what?
Progress.
Progress. So tell me, how do you protect your P?
I keep going no matter what. I've been through so many obstacles. I've been through getting influenced to do bad things. I've got into legal trouble before, and I've just kept going. My parents have supported me through everything. So you got to keep going no matter what. People will try to get you to do things that you shouldn't do, and you just got to keep going. Make sure you do the right thing, do things the legal way, and make sure you listen to your elders, because your elders ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. My people, my family have never told me nothing wrong, and they want me to do everything the legal way, because there are people in my family who haven't did right, and they tell me the right things to do and the wrong things to do.
They tell you the wrong. Wait, hold on now. They tell you the wrong things to do.
The
They tell
wrong
you
things not to do.
not to do. Okay, I gotta understand what that is.
The wrong things not to do.
Okay.
Yes.
The mistakes they made, they make sure to tell me not to make those mistakes.
And you listen.
I listen.
Very good. That's it.
A lot of things that they did, like fighting in school, I know how to avoid them.
You should avoid that. Emotional intelligence. You make sure that you aren't the young people call it rage baited.
Mm-hmm.
So if we had a word for it back when we were younger, imagine if they had a word for it when people were trying to incite you to violence, and we say they're trying to rage bait us. I think I could have avoided some conflicts had I realized people were trying to just rage bait me. So, but that's good. So you're helping the young people, because I want our young men, and I'm not going to just say black men period, but specifically black men also, because sometimes they feel that they don't have any position or in society besides to do illegal things. So I'm glad you're saying, hey, you can.
Yes, go
Okay,
ahead.
no,
They're supposed to do that.
Oh, okay. So you looked and said, no, that's not for me. I want to do better. So I'm hoping that if some other young people hear this, that they'll say, I want that also. I can do that, because you use your mind not to create wickedness. You use it to create better things for society. And that's what we need our young black men to do, our young men, period. I just look at it like that.
Say,
that's what I'm saying. But he's a black man. But we know in society, disproportionately, our young black men feel they don't have any place in society. That as doctors, lawyers, they feel like they have to go to the street to make that quick dollar. But you're saying you make a quick dollar, but it's legal, and it is providing a service that's not harming communities. So you would say you agree with me on that?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Also, I am the captain of my football team, and I led my whole team to having a 2.5 or higher. I wouldn't let them play if they didn't have all A's, B's, and C's, and I made sure everybody kept a 2.5 or higher.
Well, I would hope not, okay, because there's nothing worse than a stupid athlete, okay, because you all are put up on pedestals.
Mm-hmm.
So as a result, why not go ahead and say that we're more than this? This is the talent that we have, but we also have some other talent. And that doesn't mean you have to be Einsteins, but it means that number one, we got a backup plan. We can think, because you need to think out on that field, even if it's just know how to get out the way, how to catch that ball, how to run that ball, how to not get hurt,
or which position to be in to catch the ball. I think that's important too.
I think that's strategy and tactical.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
still thinking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
strategy means
mm-hmm.
thinking.
Yep.
Tactical means thinking.
Yes. So
I'm using my vocabulary today.
Excellent.
Thank
I love
you.
it.
Thank you.
At every school is a 2.0. At my school, my team is a 2.5. Every day after school, I would help them with their work and just keep everybody grades up. That's the most important thing is books.
Yes,
you can't go to college without your grades.
That's true.
So now tell me this. So I heard the process that you're protecting, and thank you so much for coming and having your P. Okay, thank you for thinking about it, because really so thank you for that. So number one, thank you for being prepared, and now preparedness. Do you see what I'm saying? So this young man, and I'm going to say it right here, right now, this young man, Master Edmund Parker, remember that name, because he is going to do some great things. I'm just saying, just based on his thought process that I'm hearing. What books do you read?
I read The Color Purple. That was my favorite book ever. I read The Color Purple.
Okay.
That's the last book I've read. I read that probably about a month ago. I finished about a month ago. And we're reading Hamlet right now at my school.
Okay, all right.
He's reading school sponsored books. But do you ever read books outside of school, such as what, the 48 Laws of Power?
48 Laws of Power, Making of the Modern World. That's the big story about Genghis Khan. That's very important. The Master Key. Okay. So as a man thinketh, Napoleon Hill, that whole series. Napoleon Hill. But again, you might want to listen to Les Brown, depending on what you think. But again, the message is the message. And so as you think, so as you will reap. And it starts there. Everything starts with the mind, what you think, because you tell yourself where you can be. And I'm just telling you, you've unlocked a power in yourself at a young age, okay? At such a young age that most people who are my age don't do it, can't do it. All right. And you've tapped into that complete, oh no. All right, well, all right, so here we are. That's why we got cameras all over the place. All right, so I'm the
technology.
No, the technical person right now did not do her job. That would be me. But guess what? I found out and I corrected it. That's what I do. I find out, I pick myself up, and I keep on going.
And we keep going. And we don't let anything stop us. One camera goes, progress, right, sir. You put your P in with our technical difficulties. So we have one camera down, we go to the next camera. So very good. Thank you. So I have a question. So where do you get these shoes? How do you get your business? And what's the name of your company first?
I got it down here. Best Price Kicks.
Price Kicks,
Okay.
So people bring in their used or brand new shoes. I make sure they're 100% authentic. I check them. I've been doing the game for a minute. When I first started, I was buying a lot of fake shoes because I didn't know how to check them. But now a fake can't slip past me. So people bring them in. They tell me how much they want. I throw a counter and I buy the items and resell them. I clean them up and resell them.
Okay. Now, how do you clean them?
Yes, I'm a podiatrist, so I'm curious.
Okay, so wait a minute. I'm an attorney. She's a podiatrist, so that's why she's very
curious. How do you clean them up?
Foot fungus.
I have like 3 employees, so they clean them. Okay. We use Shoe Lotta. If y'all haven't seen the cleaning guy on Instagram, that's what the cleaner we use.
Oh, really?
We got a drill brush. We clean the inside of the shoes, everything outside.
Okay, so you're making sure they're nice.
So you're going into those crevices, making sure they're just almost brand new.
The stuff we got, I have to show you. Like the shoe cleaning stuff we got.
Really?
I'm so impressed. This is so wonderful.
Isn't it? See, I know how to pick a guest. Okay, I know how to pick a guest.
Yes.
And to give this young man, that's what I'm saying. So I appreciate you for coming on this platform. We're not done yet, but again, I'm going to constantly show gratitude because I'm grateful and thankful that you came on. All right, and you took time out of you 17. The 17-year-olds, what they
on Saturday
afternoon
are not here with us.
Let my employees know. Don't call me. Y'all gotta handle it.
See, so even at 17, so at 55 and 53, if those employees were still, but that's what they're supposed to do. Okay, so we appreciate our employees because we need our employees. We need them to come on. So we thank you, employees, for coming to work. Thank you for doing the best job that you can do. Now I'll tell you something. And this is just something I'm going to tell you. I'm going to train you on how to do it. You probably got about 2 or 3 times. If you cost me money, depends on how much you cost me. Are you trying to get better? Because we're going to go one or 2 ways. Either you just can't do it and you can't help me, or you just don't want to do it and you messing up my stuff and you can't help me. Either way, you got to go.
Yeah, I've had to fire probably about 4 people.
4 people. Okay, you let them go. So how do you fire people? What do you do? Say when it's just not working out and your time comes to an end.
We can maybe work in the future, but you have to leave.
Okay. And how do you get your employees?
My employees are friends and family. So I got my old elder brother hired. He's been working with me probably about a year now. And 3 of my buddies have been working with me for about a year now. And we're looking good, no problems. When I'm at school, they run the store, I make sure they get their schoolwork done. So when they at school, my elder brother runs the store for me. He's my shoe cleaner also. He does a very good job.
Okay.
I probably get maybe about 50 pair of shoes in a day. He gets them clean for me.
That's a lot of shoes a day. That's good.
Oh my God.
So let me ask you this, because you were telling me prior to you coming on the camera that how you started with you first in your parents' house. So tell everybody about your progress and your progression. With the same thing.
He's still in his parents' house, aren't you?
No, his store.
Yeah, I started off in my parents' house cleaning shoes in my parents' house. And one day I cleaned some shoes in the sink, and my mama was so mad at me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
So mad.
Yes.
At me, like,
Yes, that'll
So-
do it.
I ended up staying there probably about 2 more weeks. Then I moved to a U-Haul, and I was cleaning shoes inside the U-Haul for probably about a month. That's when I switched to a suite, 16,000 West 9 Mile Road. I was paying $400 a month. It was smaller. Then I waited a year. And my business was probably like 5,000 followers, and I switched to a store on the 6th floor of the same building for $1,000 a month.
And when you say 1,000 a month, you're talking about the rent that you were
That's
paying.
the rent that I switched from $400 a month to $1,000 a month in a year, which that's when I opened up my store. Because at first I was just selling on Instagram. People would send me the money and I would ship the items. I was letting people come in to the items. So then that's when I switched to the store, and I stayed in that store for probably about a month or two. Then switched to the store I'm in now, which I'm paying $1,200 a month, and it's way bigger, better area. It's just better for me.
Okay, so now this is the only thing I'm gonna tell you. So when you start talking expenses, people start counting your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
So we don't always want to talk about how much we spend, okay?
No,
Because
just
trust me,
you
somebody, because they know like, well, so what they say, okay, he already got 3 employees, okay, and then he got
nosy
the rent.
people.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just my.
More discreet with that. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. I just
And
wanted
then-
you to tell how you went, and I'm going to say something. I am impressed with the fact you didn't just start off with the more expensive place first.
Absolutely.
Because when I started off with my practice, I didn't go to the most expensive space. I did home care. Then once I became bigger, I went and worked in the doctor's office, and then I got a small spot, and then I just kept on progressing to that until I wanted to downsize because I got older, and I just said, oh, I don't feel like a big office. But
It's hitting up against it.
but you have to start off small, and as you grow, you let your business pay for itself instead of you being afraid you don't have all the clients, the sales to promote this larger, more expensive space, which causes anxiety because you don't have it. But you did it the right way. That was very smart. Thank you for that.
I know, and I'll tell a story about when I started. When I started practicing law, what I would do is, and I still do this. A lot of bar associations had office space, and you could go and use it. So say I pay a bar association price that might be $200 for the year. Then they had space for me to go and I could meet with a client. Now that's pretty good. Office space, right? And then I would get a location here. Then I would get a location, a bar association here, bar association there. And then also what I would do is I would also meet people at the library. That was a good place to meet people because they've got rooms that can sort of be quiet. So you find a way. I know when I was coming up, they called it guerrilla marketing. I don't know what they call it now, but it was sort of thinking like, how can I save money? What can I do? And then I remember my very first place. It was just one room. Remember that? Because I knew I couldn't have people at the house. I think a couple of times when I first got started, I had people come to the house, and then one woman ended up just going nuts, and it was just not cool to let anybody know where you were living. So now, nope. So then I had an office in Livonia, a little one room, and I was happy because I had that room. And then from there, I increased up, and I can remember every time I signed that lease, I said, "Oh my God!" And I was just proud, like, "Well, this is on my heart. I'm going for." I said, and I would tell the leaseor, because I would be the leasee, the leaseor, they had the property. I said, "This place better pay for itself.
It
It
has
better
to pay for
pay
itself.
for itself." And every place I've gone to has paid for itself. It's a beautiful thing.
So he's on the right track. I like that you're focusing on school, you're using your entrepreneurial spirit, and you're helping others in the community at your school and in your family. So you're reaching your hand down and you're helping up, carrying people along on your journey. But not everybody's meant to go on your journey.
Not everybody.
Right. So you've seen that. Some people have fallen off had to get off at 8 Mile, and you had to keep going on to 10 Mile or 11 Mile. So that's one thing. So what else would you like to say as far as this part of your progress and journey? So you're getting ready to graduate. So what do you see your plans for after you finish high school? What are your thoughts with
As soon as I finish high school, I want to get into a real estate school, and I want to start getting into selling houses. Also, when I'm done with my real estate school, I want to go to a car dealership and let them know, hey, I'm good at this. let me apply.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to sell everything.
Okay, so you like sales. That's good.
I want to be a salesman.
Okay, and that's a wonderful thing, and it's absolutely wonderful. I want to say that because what I'm hearing is you want to continue your education.
Yes,
That's what I'm hearing.
Mhm.
That you don't think that because, hey, I'm right here, I've stopped and I don't need to go any further. You want to continue your education.
Yes.
All right. Every time, I'm telling you, there's nothing. We all got to, every year, twice a year, 4 times a year, there are training sessions we all have to go to just constantly sharpen that saw to make sure we're up and we can give people. So you're going to get your real estate license. You're going to get that. And then I'll tell you something, you'll probably, from there's a broker's license. From there, I mean, I'm telling you, the sky is really the limit. It's all what you can see and focus on, and what you can see, and you can definitely make it happen. As far as your to sell cars, you will more than likely have a dealership. You'll probably have an entire fleet. I don't know, fleet or stations. You know how they all have different locations all over, or maybe you create the next Carvana, whatever. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? However, whatever Carvana, whatever they do, however they've done it, take I'll tell you something. The wheel does not have to be reinvented. It's already there. So you can take somebody else's idea and build on it
and make it better.
Yep, and make it better.
And tailor it to your needs or your vision. So that's good. You have the vision for that. Now, as far as, do you feel that you would want to get alternative employment sources? So let's say it's young people that might be coming out, they got in trouble, and you feel like you would want to tap into that resource that you could say, hey, you know what? You don't have to go back to the streets. I come with my company. I can help you with that. That's more mentoring. And
yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I actually want to be a therapist and help people that were in my shoes, that wanted to be in the streets, that thought it was cool, because I wanted to be in the streets. I thought it was cool. It's not cool at all,
Wait a minute. You only 17. When did you want to be in the streets? At 5 years old?
Look,
6 years old? When did you want to be in the streets?
So my 9th grade year, I went to Henry Ford High School. And do y'all know what Henry Ford High School is?
Yeah, of course. We went to Cass Tech.
We went to Cass.
When I tell y'all,
nothing wrong with Henry Ford, but we went to Cass.
Evergreen and 8 Mile.
Yes, Evergreen and 8 Mile.
Look, every day it was fights. Every day the people in that school, there was nobody in there that was doing work, none of that. So that would just influence me. But I talked to my dad about it my 9th grade year, and all that stopped. I was just straight books, school, and I just blocked everybody out, and I just did my work.
Okay. That's what you have to do. Yeah. You have to do that. Even now, I do it all the time. There's people I just can't even talk to because I can't take in their message. I can't allow what I'm trying to do. I can't allow what they're trying to bring to me. I can't allow it in my space. So if they're not trying to, and I call them drifters, I cannot take the drifting. I can't, because you're trying to distract me, and it's very rude. And they're really emotional vampires. They want to just drain you. They want to take out your life because they're here in the dark, and they figure everybody, and they want to complain about this. They want to tell the same story over and over again, and not even be drunk. They want to just tell the same story because their tale of woe. We don't have time for that. It happened. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. That's all I can say. It happened. Time to move on. And if you want to continue to talk to me about that, I'm probably going to get on your nerves because I'm going to say, now what do you want to do about it? Okay, I'm tired of hearing it. I got that part. Quit repeating the same thing to me because I don't want to hear it.
But don't be disappointed if 80% of the people like to be a vampire.
90%.
Okay, maybe I was giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Nope, 90.
But those people, nothing you can do to make them happy. You give them suggestions to improve, they will say, oh, okay, and then go back to their sad story because they want to drain you in. So just learn that at 17. And they're going to try to distract you. Like she said, drifters. What do drifters do? They just drift. They don't have an anchor. They just floating around, and they want you to float around. So be prepared for the haters to hate, because they see you now. Hey, he's got his head on straight. He has a vision. Let me distract his vision. So,
and that's why you got to protect your peace.
Protect your peace, your process, your
progress,
everything.
Because you're going to have the young ladies who all they mama taught them how to do was get out there and get a guy to do for them. and you still got a whole lot more to go. You're not in the girlfriend process. I don't know if you got one or not. I'm telling you, I think you need to stay where you are, focused on going forward, and don't worry about that, because that's a distraction at this point. Okay, that's a distraction. And if anybody who is not for you, who's not telling you, oh yeah, you need to be doing this, that's increasing you. So anybody just wants to sit up and lay up with you, they're not for you. Okay, because that part who's for you wants you to be like, oh no, what about that class? Did you sign up for it yet? What do you do? They're gonna say, well, what about this one? Hey, I had this idea. What do you think about that? Oh, I talked to this person. They're gonna be trying to propel you, not talking about, oh, if you get any chick and she talking about you don't spend enough time with me, you better drop her quickly.
Like a bad habit.
You better drop her. If I ain't told you nothing, any of these wenches, that's what I'm gonna call them, who's talking about, oh, you don't spend enough time with me. We need to spend time together. You don't need to spend. You're 17. You ain't nothing y'all got to talk about. Do you hear what I'm saying? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. All right.
I always give back to the youth. Last week I actually posted on my story and I said, first kid comes in here and shows me his grades, and you have a 3.0 or higher, you got a free pair of shoes for you. A kid came in, he was 12 years old, 6th grade. He had 3.2. Just gave him a free pair of dunks that I had listed for $100. It was a size 7. He wears size 7. So I just gave them to him, man. Told him keep doing good in school. And next time I post, hopefully you're the first kid to come in. I'm gonna show love for you again. So I'm motivating kids to keep getting good grades, because kids not motivated to do good grades anymore at all. I'm not living in Detroit. So yeah, I just want to make sure I'm.
Well, come on, we can't say every kid in the city of Detroit. Come
on,
no.
Well, most kids that I know not motivated.
See, they're in some type of, and it's just sad. But that's why I'm about to go. I'm moving back into. I'm telling you, about to move back over to Dexter and Joy Road, and I'm going to bring the Boulevard back to Dexter. And it's already starting. I'm going back over there because I don't need. Even though somebody did pull up the Future is Rising Cass Technical High School, please apply. They did pull up those 2 signs. That's okay. We got to start somewhere,
right?
But at least they know the message is out there. It's going to be a bright Christmas, and I want them to know the future is rising. But the bottom line is this. And it really was.
I'm laughing because they pulled up your signs.
They did pull up my signs, but that's okay. They just didn't. Whoever.
And it's not funny, but I'm like, you can't have a positive sign for Cass.
Well, wait till I put up my flag, my American flag.
Oh, we bring it flags up there.
My flag out there. I'm gonna say, look, and the flag, but the flag just symbolizes America, because I don't know where you're going, and I'm going to ask you about that, your travels, because that's important for you as well. Okay, it's not just it continues. It continues. Okay. When we went over to Bali, did they all have their flags up?
They did.
Outside their house?
They did.
Most of those places, business and residents,
everyone had a flag.
They flag for their country. So why is it here in America that we put up their American flag that's supposed to be so bad? It's not a bad thing. I will raise I'm putting my American flag on my house, and it's gonna be up there.
And I already have my flag. For everyone who knows where I live, my flag is right on my gate. So when you go up my street, you see my flag, and I'm proud of my flag, because nowhere else in the world do you have opportunities, no matter where you started from, like you do in the United States. You just don't have them. In India, if you're born in the wrong caste, you're stuck there. You can't go beyond that. But in America, you can be in foster care, and you can rise up and be like you. Not that you're in foster care, but go ahead and have a vision and make it happen. And no one can. We don't have to let people stop.
Let's just say this, because this is the truth of the matter. We had parents on crack, addicted to alcohol, and guess what? They were. That's the truth of the matter, okay? And guess what the crackhead and alcoholic did? They raised a doctor, a lawyer, an IT professional, and really pretty much Latoya, I still call her the princess. She's the princess. And that's who they raised. So it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It all is all in here. I swear to God, it's all in here. And if you believe that, I don't care if you do live in a caste system, it's all in here, because those people, you watch those movies, they say, okay, they want to be the king's concubine, they want to move up that way. Do you see what I'm saying? There's certain, and let me take that back. I'm not saying everybody wherever wants to be, but I'm just saying you may find yourself in a situation and you want to get out of it, and you can get out of it. You can't get out of it if you think you can't get out of it. You can get out of it if you can get out of it if you want to. You can't get out of it if you don't think you can get out of it. So I don't care what country you live in. I really don't care, because when you change the way you think, opportunities will come to you. Maybe you'll be walking the street, you come across a tourist if you're in another country, and the tourist says, "Oh, I think such and such." You just never know. But it's all about being open, and it's all about where do you see yourself. So that's what I'm saying. The message of Protect the P is not just for the United States. It's not just for Europe. It is because I have my shows translated in Spanish, in Vietnamese, in Greek, in Italian,
and Tagalog, right? And Tagalog for Philippines, right?
No. I have it also in China, in Mandarin. So that's because the message. Everybody has a P.
They do,
and everybody should protect their P.
You should.
Period. Now, with that, sir, I want to know passport. Where have you traveled to? Because that's important.
I've been on a cruise. That's probably the only place I use my passport.
Thank God you got a passport.
Yeah,
okay.
I got a passport. My 18th birthday coming up. I'm going to New York. You know.
Now you don't need a passport.
You don't need it.
Okay, very good. As long as we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Step one.
What part of New York?
I don't know yet.
Because I lived in Manhattan for 4 years. That's where I went to medical school.
Was it nice?
I loved it.
It did what it needed to do.
It did what it needed to do. Would I live there? Absolutely not. But would I visit again? I would. So it's great shopping. It's great restaurants. It's a great flavor. But I lived in Manhattan, so I didn't live in like the Bronx or Brooklyn or Staten Island or Long Island. So I was kind of sheltered in my area with the rich people. I mean, I just was.
Okay, no offense to the Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, because we've all seen the Housewives and they seem to be doing their thing. The bottom line is that you were in Manhattan, and that's where you happen to be, and you like Manhattan. Now, I'll tell you something. My daughter and I were on our way to China, and we flew into New York, and again, I didn't believe in taking my daughter on buses in Detroit, but here I was with my 7-year-old daughter, or maybe 8 at the time, 8-year-old daughter on a train, a bus in New York. Okay, we took the bus, either the train or the bus, from the airport to, it had to be the train, because we got off at Grand Central Station. Is that the one?
Yep,
Grand Central Station.
34th Street.
And yep, 34th. And then, of course, there was a game going on there at Madison Square Garden. We got off at that one.
Square Garden.
My daughter was dark outside, and she was just like, oh, my God. And finally, we stayed there for a couple of days, because I just don't like to, when I go to a place, I believe, let's go a couple places. And we get into Beijing. We fly into Beijing. And now, okay, we have the Beijing trip, okay? We come back. I plan another trip. And she's like, Mommy, I don't like going anywhere where we come in at night. I like to be there. I like to arrive when it's daylight. And I said, oh my God, that must have been from when we got into New York, because it was we had caught the wrong Uber. It was all types of things going on. And I can't believe I had this little girl she had to be 7, because she had on the little hat that you had given her. I had a little coat, and I had her walking behind me. You know, somebody could have taken my baby, because I'm like, you better keep up. Oh,
that's awful.
And it is awful. And it's just nothing but God, because I'm thinking, no, this is what we do. This is our life. You keep up. You keep up. I mean, I swear to God, it was cold outside, and she moved those little legs and with her little pull along luggage, and she kept up. But I say all that to say that, number one, I'm talking about Manhattan, because that was Manhattan that we had coming into. I think. Isn't that where Madison Square Garden is?
Yes, Manhattan.
Okay, Manhattan. So we were in there, and here it is. My daughter would not want to be there at night, right? She wouldn't want to, even though we went to Battery Park during the day, which was nice because it had the not Ferris wheel.
Yeah, during the day it is quite lovely.
Very right, lovely. Okay, so, but my original point was to come back to you to say about the passport. Now, where do you want to go? Okay, so you talk about the cruise. Where'd you go on the cruise?
I went to the Bahamas. We flew into Miami, stayed there for about 2 days, had a good time in Miami, got on the cruise, stayed there for about 5 days on the cruise. I would definitely do it again. I want to go on another cruise. I wasn't going for my birthday, but all the hurricane stuff and the government stuff is messing all that up. So.
Okay, well, that's over and done with.
Yep, so try it for a cruise. I'm going to tell you a great one. Go on a cruise to Europe. In Europe, we did a cruise where we started in Athens. And where did we go? France, Marseille.
Yeah, Marseille.
We went to Greece, Vilos. Oh, that was the best. I got to talk about Vilos. I'm going to take 30 seconds. That's one of my top 5 trips in my life because I had the family was together, the kids, and we sat on the Mediterranean beach and we drank this delicious wine. I'm not advocating for you to drink because you're underage.
Don't drink. You
don't drink. But I'm older. I can drink. So we sat on the beach looking over the blue sea, just drinking and talking as a family. And we had fresh seafood. It tastes like they just took it right out the ocean.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Remember that restaurant?
Yeah, I remember that.
I love that place.
That was nice. But I'm gonna tell you something. Don't drink, period. It's just marketing, and it's just to make you think that you're supposed to. Don't do it. Don't ever start. You don't need that. You just don't need it.
You don't need it.
You don't need it whatsoever. So I'm telling you right now, there's no fame in it. There's no fortune. There's no flex in drinking whatsoever. There's no flex in drinking. There's no flex in smoking. There's no flex in none of that shit. It's nothing but it's just addictiveness, okay? And it's something that life people said, oh, it was cool. It's part of if you are here, you do this. Don't get caught up in that shit. I'm telling you right now, don't get caught up. You don't need to drink wine. You don't need to drink liquor. Don't do it.
I'm a hard advocate about the breezes. I don't like
what now?
About the breezes, the vapes.
Don't vape.
Don't do that.
Don't vape.
It hurts your lungs.
I hate that my friends smoke breezes and vapes. I try to tell them stop, but they think it's cool.
See, and that's just it. See, when we were coming up, it was all movies, television. Everybody smoked.
The cigarettes from Jakarta, what were those cigarettes?
I'm just
clove cigarettes.
I'm talking about the whole drinking and smoking and all drinking. If you had a cigarette, everybody had a cigarette with the movies, right? You had Betty, what was her name? Not Betty Midler. She might have smoked too. I don't know. She definitely drank, I believe. But the bottom line is that they put out this image, and you don't need that image. Now, I know what I'm saying. I'm not helping their industry. I don't care because you're no different. And that doesn't mean when I hit that airport club, I don't. I'm just telling you, I'm working on my stuff. I don't drink locally. But I'm telling you, if somebody had told me at 17, don't drink, I wouldn't have drank.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm telling you.
Right.
All right. Mm-hmm. Don't do it. Just stop it. So that's where we are. Now, I'm saying to you, you talk about Vilos, you took your 30 seconds to talk about that. I wanted to interrupt to say, don't get caught up because you almost romanticize that damn wine, right? And we don't want to. I don't want to do that
to you, but
right. He's a young.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the point. Don't do it, young man.
Don't do it.
You know how much money you can save by not drinking. Don't do it.
But the big part was I wanted to say it was that the family was together and we were eating good food. That was the big thing. Even if we didn't have the delicious wine, it was just the family sitting there on the beach looking at the Mediterranean Sea. That was my whole point. So you want to go to different places than just the United States. But you have if you don't like to travel, but if you want to be
he doesn't. He's going to have to travel because he is already a conglomerate in his mind, and conglomerates have to travel.
Well, you
can't do everything via Zoom. You got to go out to some of those places. I'm headed over to China for their Chinese New Year. I'm going to head over there because I really want to push my brand. This Protect the P, the swimwear, all of the things. I want to. Okay, in fact, I got to talk about that. Oh, I got to figure out how to do it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there right now because I'm not there to see it. But the bottom line is he's going to have to travel, and and you're going to see so many places because you're going to go. Who knows? You might go into textiles. What we know is people gonna still need clothes. Mm-hmm. What we know is people gonna need shoes. Mm-hmm. Okay, they gonna need fur clothing, is underwear, bras. There's certain things people want to need, and then you get to the point. You just start talking about the things that they don't need, but they think they need. Mm-hmm. And that there can be some quick cash, right? Mm-hmm. Thinking about what they really don't need, but we make them think they need. Mm-hmm. Now, I do sell these swimsuits because you do need a swimsuit if you go to the beach or if you go to the pool. You need a swimsuit. Mm-hmm. You need one.
You do.
You need one.
You do. Unless you're at a clothing optional beach, then you don't need it. But for most beaches, you do need clothes.
But even if it's clothing optional, you still need the clothes to get to the clothing optional. Then you just take off. I know this because I was at a clothing optional beach in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It was.
Right. But I'm going to put this in as an aside because I guess this is our point where we start to, are we marketing our products or are we
We're talking to him first of all because this is about him and I think you should be able to incorporate how just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you did not. This is what I'm trying to tell this young man here. He ain't just the man selling the used best price kicks. He's got other avenues. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just like you're not just the podiatrist, you also have Dr. Renaka.
I have my Dr. Renaka brand that's here.
That she created. So tell the young man about it. That's what I'm saying. We need to encourage him.
Yes, encourage you. So I've been a podiatrist for 26 years, okay? And I got tired of seeing these products that I would put on their feet after I finished that had petroleum in there. I said, let me come up with something that will look good on this skin.
Ask him, does he know what petroleum is?
Yeah, he knows petroleum.
I don't know that.
So, petroleum.
Let me see your hands. Put something on his hands. Give him something.
I put some. Okay, here.
Well, I was gonna say they look pretty moisturized.
Yeah.
But bring your leg. Yeah, but bring him up.
Okay, here you go. Rub that.
In the camera now.
In the camera. He's rubbing it on his hand.
Over here, there's two cameras.
So my Dr. Renaka's, I formulated, and it took me a few years to get the right consistency, the right sheen, because it's important to have a sheen where it's not too oily looking, but it just looks moisturized and well hydrated. So I experimented over the years with different nut butters to come, and I found a combination that really worked. So I don't just have cocoa or shea.
Explain it to him.
Oh, I have avocado, shea, cocoa butter, pumpkin butter, and aloe avocado. I have those 5 butters in here. So it just took a long time. So that's what I do. And I sell it to my patients. And I'm online. I have an online store with Dr. Renaka's. So what that means to say is that you don't have to just stay in one position. So that's what I'm looking at now, to grow my brand for that. So it's not just something my patients buy. But I do sell it to other people. Like my sister loves it.
Yeah,
it's one of the things that doesn't cause, in my skin, I have sensitive skin, a reaction because it has no petroleum. So it's all natural. But I have 2 brands. So one I have is just a regular basic moisturizer, which is the pure butter. But I have another one that's extreme. Now, this is for people who have eczema or psoriasis, because I incorporated essential oils, lavender, peppermint, oregano, rosemary, and put it in here. So if you have those skin conditions, you put that on and it starts to improve your condition. So that's something that I started to create. So we're all entrepreneurs here.
That's the point. So
good.
Game recognizes game. So what I'm thinking is this. You got those people that come in, and I know all their feet don't look good. Mm-hmm. Maybe, what if, and I'm just throwing it out, I mean, I don't know if you do this or don't do this, but I'm going to throw it out here. What if, and I didn't even think, I'm just thinking about this just now, okay, because this is how my brain thinks, and this is what God told me to say. Do you think what if she had her little Dr. Renaka's when somebody's buying a pair of shoes, or you know what I'm saying, or don't you have one when your feet look bad, then you put this on and it looks better?
Yes, before and after.
What do you have?
Wise minds thinking like, I'm very good at marketing. I can market that very well. I can make a video with that and have people shopping with you. You know, yeah, I think that.
Do you see what I'm saying? I think so too. So that's what I'm saying. So let's get that together, because let's push Dr. Renaka's is very good. It's so good that I run out of it. And when I run out of it, I have to go to other alternatives. But Dr. Renaka's is very good, because you figure we are in our damn near 100, and look how our hands look. Mm-hmm. We have good looking hands. Mm-hmm. You know, they're not all, you know what I'm saying? You don't even tell. They do look good. And I'll tell you something, we were born in the 70s. I was born in 1970, and look at this. And I put Dr. Renaka's on my face. All over, it's like an all over body
moisturizer. Mm-hmm.
Yes, all over moisturizer. So that's where it is. But like, I see a lot for you. I don't just see, and you've already said it. So I'm basically saying, what is that? I am supporting, I am advocating, I am also accepting what you said, that yeah, you've got some things going on. And I know I also said that I was going to China in February. I'm going to take my daughter, because we started off in China. That was our first kind of big major trip, was to China. And it would be so much then when she was 7. So now how about 10 years later, what it looks like. We're gonna be in a different country. We had a different part of China, but go check that out. Then check out some of the warehouses or some of the suppliers and see what they've got.
They have some things
Yeah.
there. So listen, so on your final say, what do you want to tell everyone?
I just want to tell everybody, look, no matter what, just don't give up.
That's
Never
true.
give up, no matter what. You can do things that you may believe that you can't do, that people will doubt that you can do it. People doubted me when I first started. A lot of people didn't believe in me. The only people that believed in me was my family. And that's all that I needed to keep pushing, to keep going, you know. And people may try to bring you down as you go, you know, but you can't stop no matter what. There's going to be roadblocks through everything you do. Through everything, there's going to be roadblocks. There's things that you have to maneuver through, that you may go broke. You may go broke, but that's what
We just call it the margins are thin.
Razor thin.
But we're never broke.
Right.
Never broke. Never that.
There's been a time where I've got to $30. I've had $30 to my name. But
Okay.
I used that $30 to build up to where
Exactly.
I am now.
You didn't use that $30 and go out and buy crack or vapes, did you?
Nope.
You used it for good.
Yes.
And that's why the universe will always provide for you. So when you do get the money, as long as you don't go out there, but you know what I'm saying, really just, oh my gosh, because it'll be taken away. Well, it'll go easy, just that easy. That's why a lot of people, when they get something and they start buying drugs and all that kind of stuff, they don't keep it long. But those that have invested and done things, that's the next thing I want to ask you about. What about your investments?
Oh,
You got to think about that. Do you have investments?
I have a lot of investments right now. Yeah. My
Good.
shoes, I have a lot of investments up there right now.
I'm talking about stocks, crypto. What do you?
Oh,
don't.
No, I have not got into that.
You got to think about that as well, because that,
that
again, that's another segment. Okay, that is another, and this is just as simple as so there's several things I want to tell you about. I want you to get the Economist. It's a magazine. I'm gonna give you a few copies of it, so it kind of gives you a global perspective on what's going on. The best advice this one man gave me about 30 years ago was with the Economist and the Financial Times. It's hard to get you can get the Financial Times digitally, but to get the actual paper copy is difficult, so difficult, because they don't have the newspaper boys to go deliver it like they used to. But it's a wonderful paper as well, because you are international, you are not local. Okay, number one. Number two, I need you to also, and this is just like, you've got your own car, right?
Yes.
All right, you got your own vehicle. I don't know if you have this or not, do you have Audible? Audible is a platform where books are. It's part of the whole Amazon Prime brand, I believe. But
Talking books, basically.
Talking books. And when you are in the car by yourself, you can start playing a book. Because what you're going to need is, you're already doing it, and I'm just giving you, I'm not gatekeeping anything, I'm giving you more resources to expand. So you want to expand to bring in, okay? And then what I'm saying to you is this: you need to listen to 48 Laws of Power. You need to read the Master Key. Okay, these are books that you need to read, and you don't even have to necessarily read them. You just need to listen to them. You need to listen to a Napoleon Hill, a David Goggins, all right? Because there are people who have taken their stories, written them down, and they drop jewels. You need to see a Tim Ferriss, okay? Get one of his books, The 4-Hour Body, Tools of Titans, all right? I'm creating a book called Protect the Peak, and it's going to be the second one will be about these different interviews that I have with people, and you're going to be in that book. And that's why there's certain questions I'm asking you, because you're going to be a role model for others that read this book, okay? Because I want in 10 years, when you're 27, young man, I don't know if I'm going to still be doing the Protect the P, but if somebody will be doing Protect the P, okay? That's why it's not the Deion Webster show, because it won't die with Deion. It can continue on because it's the message, all right? You come back and you talk about it. You say, oh, this is what's happening. This is where I am. And that's what I want for you. And then maybe 10 years from now, because I see it. I see wonderful things. I had a show, and I know I do turn things about me, but I just want to tell you this. I had always wanted a talk show. I think I reached out to Oprah's people. I was young. I went to Kelly and Company. I wanted to see what talk shows were like. You remember that, right? This is when I was younger. When I graduated from law school at 37, I finally had my own talk show. It was over at the in Highland Park, and that station, cable station. It was wonderful. Then here it is. How many years later I get the podcast? Okay, this is what I want to tell you. I found some of the tapings from the Deion Webster show, and just to see where I was then versus now, and what I was thinking about, and what I've accomplished from then versus now. It's just amazing. Okay, so these type of things this is how we memorialize, right? This is memorializing, keeping track of what we are, because we can look back and say, oh, okay, I've made some progress. I've made some major moves. Okay, and that's what I want for you, young man. I appreciate you coming on today. I appreciate you telling your story, inspiring others. We're going to create I don't know, it's going to come to me, but it's going to be on my TikTok and my Instagram. It might be a thing of, what might it be? I don't know. You know how they had the ones where they had the little babies talking? It might be you saying something, and just, so we'll look like bigger babies, but you'll look like the little tiny baby, like Baby Boss. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that'd be cute.
Right, wouldn't that be one of our conversations that we're having here? So I just think, I appreciate you, and I want to thank you, Master, I call her son Master Jack.
Yes,
Master
thank
Parker.
you. So nice to meet you.
For bringing me on. This means a lot.
Okay. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
let me stop it right here because we did good. Today we did good. We did a good job.
Good show.
But I'm telling you something. I tell myself every single day, I say this. First of all, I thank Jesus for waking me up. I say, because I meditate. I meditate and I journal and I make my bed and I stretch. Those are little things that I do every morning. Okay. And it's that routine, because if you start with the little things, you get big things done as well. Now, part of what I say is I thank Jesus for waking me up. I also say God is my source. I live in abundance. I say everything I need, I have right now. And the last thing I say is I expect great things to happen to me. If it's in the morning when I'm meditating, I expect great things to happen to me today. And when I meditate at night, right before I go to sleep, I expect great things to happen to me tomorrow. Remember that. All right? Stay in gratitude, thankfulness, and you got this.
So I'm gonna give you my number so we can discuss what you need to do.
All right.
Your store is where? It didn't have an address.
25900.
Oh, here. Road. Okay, let me go.
Right next. Is it in that building?
Yep, Crown Point Plaza.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Crown Point. Okay, let me write this. Okay, what is it? It's
259
00
Greenfield Road.
Oh, where the Social Security place is.
Yeah, Suite 402. Yeah.
Southfield.
Oak Park.
Oak Park, I was gonna say. Yeah, okay, I try to do the best I can here.
Okay, it's 313-918-7000.
Miss
Dr. Webster Jackson. It's fun. I'm glad. I love the young people.